Lee just gave us the signal. There's no TVs on. There's no audience here.
Ain't no distraction.
Except for the HVAC. The HVAC is going through.
Okay.
But anyways, there goes my camera. Music Life and Love podcast. M.Soto here. I'm being accompanied by my co-host Gillionaire in the building. Was good.
What's going on, champion? How you feeling, man? What's going on, M.Soto?
Feeling really good.
Yeah. How you
I didn't really eat anything right now, but I had some Skittles, courtesy of
Of our guests?
of our guests.
Right.
Now, here's the thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, we gonna promote it real quick.
My favorite, I'm just gonna let the people know, you know what I'm saying? My favorite Skittles was always like the pink and red ones. I don't know about y'all. Same thing with Starburst. Pink and red.
Mine's red and green. I like the
Green?
red and green. Yeah, the green one. Weird color, you know what I'm saying? But fuck it.
Nah, but shout out to Lee over there, you know what I'm saying? You know, getting us through technical difficulties. Lee, you got a microphone over there or no?
Mike is good.
Well, nope. Lee doesn't
No,
have a
Lee.
microphone, so
This
yeah,
time.
we're gonna have to do sign language.
We'll interpret.
It's
It's
on.
on. It's on.
All right,
Cool.
Shout out to Lee.
The engineer, the genius.
Shout out to everybody following us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple. Continue to support us. Continue to send us topics that you want us to talk about.
You know the numbers are going up on our YouTube channel, right?
Nah, I don't be.
Yeah, man. Once we hit that 1,000, for some reason, it was like an avalanche effect. You know what I'm saying? Like a domino effect. Just the numbers started increasing.
it.
So I like that, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that subscribed, that's been watching, that's been supporting everything. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So today,
Yeah. Who we got, man?
everybody out there, this episode is like extremely special, and here's the reason why, right?
I say that.
Oh, look, Ham calling us. Ham, so you can see we recording right now, you calling us. But anyways, this episode is really special because the person that we have on there, we've been trying to get on there for a couple months now. We work with her very closely, so we kind of know what her schedule is, and it's always, overcome with some because she has so many different clients that she deals with. But I first met her when we came in here, and she was doing behind the scenes for D Nice, the D Zone podcast. Shout out to her. And once we met there, ever since then, we've been locked in. When I talk about she gives out work, she really gives out work. You already know how she does. She's not stingy. She's not somebody that does not want to see you succeed. She doesn't mind putting you on
Yeah.
in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
We've learned so much from her. She will force the best out of you, whether you like her or not, because I think every time we've done something or an event, covered an event with her, we've always argued. At every point. I mean, we argue before we even get to the event. I mean, it's like she's very thorough with her craft, and she's very passionate about it. And so that may come across as like, yo, listen, I might have to ruffle your feathers, but I love what I do. You're not gonna compromise my brand or anything like that. She'll let you know up front. You know, she's very mild mannered, but she will whiplash you in a heartbeat. We have the film director.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We have the production company owner. We have the artist. We have the actress. I mean, she wears so many different hats. She'll probably have to let you know. We have Miss Lanae Gray in the building.
I got a
Music
classic.
Life and Love podcast. What's going on?
Oh my God, guys, I'm about to cry.
That's
Thank you
what's
so
up.
much
Yo.
for that.
I missed a few other things.
Well, she's gonna
she's a
come.
dancer.
Yeah, she's a dancer, right? Yeah.
Nah, she's a dancer too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that she does that we're gonna just let her really just kind of like impart layer by layer what it is that she does. But I don't want to stay you started, but we appreciate you coming through.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
blessing.
thank you both for having me. Like, I'm super excited to be here and glad that we're here. So,
Okay.
Word.
you.
Like it took us long enough.
Yeah.
Like
But-
Jazzy, you know what I'm saying? Like all over the place. Like put it on the calendar. I'm like, can't put nothing on the calendar.
Just like this, yeah.
timing is everything. So,
Yeah.
It's everything. How you
everything
feeling?
happens when it's supposed to.
How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited.
That's what's up.
Hell
Yo.
yeah. So before we get into the good stuff, like I always, I want to let everybody know that, hey, we appreciate you. You're here for a reason. But we do want to let everybody know, like, hey, this is who she is, or he is, but where are you from originally? Like, That's a good question because you all over the place. You want to know where you from because I was like, she's from DC, but then she's out in like, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm originally from DC, raised in PG, but I always went to like DC schools. And my dad lived in DC, and my family, and my mom lived in PG, so I was always back and forth. So DMV for real. Then my sister her whole time lived in Virginia, so I was out there. So yeah,
Okay,
DMV.
okay. So from
Yeah.
DC,
DC.
what school did you
Yeah.
like attend like when you was coming up? growing up?
High school?
Yeah, high school. We don't.
I actually went to Washington Math and Science Technology. It's kind of like a tech school, but I did music while I was there. So shout out to them for that. But yeah.
So when you said you did music, like as far as like what you was learning like any instruments or
So I played instruments in junior high school. I played the clarinet and the piano. I tried to pick up the guitar, but I don't know. But I was always in like school choirs. So I did that in high school, which actually led me to going to Howard University. My choir director in high school took me to Howard and I auditioned for jazz. And she played for me as I sung a few songs. And I actually got into their music department. But I ended up not going. I have like anxiety a bit. So like big school, it kind of like,
Wow.
I don't know, it intimidated me a little bit. So I ended up going to Trinity. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh damn! All right, so you did go to Howard.
No, I didn't.
didn't?
I got into their music department, but I didn't go. I
Oh.
went to Trinity University, that's also in DC.
Mm.
I went there for 2 years. I stopped after I had my daughters, but then I continued my degree at Columbia Southern University, and I graduated in 2021 with my business degree.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you wanted. So originally, I guess, what made you want to go into like the whole arts as far as like music and like that's just something that was a part of you, or like somebody like influenced you, like, hey, come do this.
I felt like it was in me. My mom put me into like church choirs and school choirs when I was like 7, 8 years old. So I was always in a choir. Yeah, like I said, between church and school, I started there. And so I guess that's where my love for music really began. And then my mom always wanted to sing too, but she kind of gave that dream up and she went into teaching, but she was a singer. So I grew up around, music and yeah, I
So
just kept it going.
So now, like you said, your mom was a singer as well too. So if y'all was to do a little competition, who could sing better, you or your mom?
I'm gonna just say my mama because she gonna whip my ass, but no, for real. No,
Good
but yeah,
answer.
my mom has it. She has it, honestly, yeah,
So-
and my aunt too, yeah.
Oh, so in the verses you winning.
My mom got it.
Yo,
Love
imagine
you,
that
mom. No,
mother
she got
daughter on the verses.
Oh,
Like,
that'll be fire.
I think that could be dope.
We could host it right here for sure.
it.
Right
Hey,
here.
let me hear my mom up. See
Yo, that's what I'm saying. We could do it.
Okay.
That'll be fire.
Yeah.
For real.
Nah, it would be. It definitely would be.
Okay.
We
So
gotta like trademark that.
yeah, we got to trademark that. Okay. Yeah. Now, so you got into business. You did a little business. You got your your bachelor's in business.
I'm about to start my master's program soon. Hey,
Really?
hey.
Okay. Continuous journey with that. What so with business, what actually inspired you to get into business basically? Like, I mean, I know you said your mom has like a singing background. What about your father? Does he have any?
So my
Business background?
dad, he was actually a pro boxer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he like kind of let his dream go once he had kids and he realized like he needed to work. So he kind of let that dream go and went into, just working. But my dad has been an entrepreneur. I kind of just learned that later on in life that he's been an entrepreneur this whole time. So I didn't even know, you know what I mean? So I guess you can say I kind of get that from him because he does like 4 jobs, literally. And I'm all over the place. He's the same exact way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like growing up, like I know because if he's always been like doing his thing with jobs, like I know that probably had to like take an effect on you because if you got one parent holding it down and whatnot, and then you got another parent probably doing something that pulls them away, you might have been like involved in like a lot of different extracurricular activities like at school, maybe like you said, singing and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So how much did his influence have on you growing up in terms of like just pushing you to do things that you probably wouldn't have done on your own? Like, did he have like a major impact in your life? Or would you say like it's kind of like, you know, he's just like father daughter type relationship? It wasn't like,
Yeah, I would say because him and my mom were split up, so they didn't live, we didn't live together. So I would spend time with him, go back and forth, So I feel like when I did spend time with him, it was more of just that bonds, He really didn't. Nah, yeah, it was more of just the bond.
was it like
me
fun?
being with him.
Was it like he was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, my dad is
Dad's
cool. I
always
like
like
to
that.
call him the OG, you know what I'm saying?
He was a boxer, so like, did he show you like any, like he was like, come on, let's go?
So him and my brother, I actually lost my brother when I was 12 years old, but my older brother and my dad, they were both boxers.
Wow.
And so I actually wanted to box, but my dad was like, no, you're not going to mess your face up like this and the third. So I actually started training. I don't know how old I was. I think I was a teenager though. Like he didn't let me do it when I was younger, but I trained more so when I was a teenager. Yeah, I actually wanted to box first. So.
Also, we didn't.
So there was some influence.
Yeah, I was about to say we didn't add that. She's slightly a boxer.
She's a boxer, you know.
As well too. Don't fuck with no Lanae.
Shout out to French Sean, you know what I mean?
Hey,
for real.
That's cool.
dope.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like, another thing I noticed. When did you get into acting?
Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So I never thought that I would get into acting actually. Because it was all about music for me. It was like music is my thing. Still to this day, music is number one for me. But I was working at a studio in Laurel. Back then it was called Cam Studios. And shout out, Los was the owner of that studio. He passed away, but like he really believed in me as an artist, so he would allow me to come there and like record for free, and stuff like that. But long story short, there was a engineer there, Devontae. He had did music for this movie, and he was like, "Oh, come to the premiere with me." And I was like, "Okay." So I went to the premiere, and I heard them. The director, which was Roosevelt Jackson, shout out to him. He said that he was having auditions for his next movie. So I was like, "Oh wow, I think I should go." So I actually went there, and guys, like when I tell you I sucked.
Wow.
But I was like, forget, whatever. I'm doing it, whatever. So he, during the audition, he actually was just like, "Hey, aren't you an artist too?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do spoken word." And I rap and I sang. He was like, "Well, why don't you just do a spoken word piece?" And I was like, "Okay." So I did that. Fast forward, I got a call back, and he was like, "Okay, so I'm giving you a small role. You're gonna die early in the movie, but here you go." And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you! Like, I'm super appreciative. This is great. My first role, whatever." So then I get a call back, and he said something happened to like the lead actress. Something happened, so he offered me the role. So my first ever role, I starred in a movie, and every movie after that I did with him, I was the star of it. And he actually got me into theater. I did my first ever play at Howard Theater with Stacey Lattisaw. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but yeah, she goes back in the day. And I just kept acting ever since. And I think like my first year of acting, I did over like maybe 50 or so productions, from TV to film to theater, web series. I did everything.
You was working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when it comes to acting, a lot of people say the real acting comes from doing like Broadway or plays and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Which one would you prefer doing? Would you rather do like a scripted play? Play, or would you do like films
Movie.
or
So
movies? Yeah.
I love movies, but I'm not gonna lie. When I got into theater, I loved it. Like it gave me such a rush. But the thing is, it's very time consuming. Like you have to go to all the practices, and I did after that play. I actually did a play with Vernon and like a few other people, Big G. Tracy Braxton, Tray Chaney. Like that was my second ever play in like I really love that. But
Some heavy hitters.
after that, I realized like, oh, this is very time consuming. Like, I don't think I can keep this up. So
It's a lot of memorizing.
eventually, I may, dabble with Broadway because I always wanted to do that. But right now, it's film.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I know you like you say you shy. I don't know how that works because we've been on the set for a lot of different events that we've done together, and there's no evidence of you being shy, in my opinion. But I will say this: among the many things you did, I had the luxury. I wasn't able to go there because I don't know, the budget wasn't there. But I know you were on the show, the Karamo show. I think that was upstate somewhere, and I was able to catch that show. And that show was pretty revealing because there was a lot of things that you mentioned that I was kind of like shocked about. I know you didn't go in on some of the topics, but one of the things that was on there, shout out to Jazzy, you did mention that there was a loss last year, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Your children's father. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he was murdered and whatnot. And I know that that's something that weighed heavily upon you. So just going through like that whole process, like you doing everything that you had to do. Like, how did that really like affect you? Like, did you just want to just like stop everything that you was doing for that? Because I mean that's heavy, and then you got the children, and then that's on their mind. So it's like to try to explain that. It's like what kind of words are you gonna explain to them on how this I'm saying took place, or how to console them in such a way. So how did you like almost get through that? Because I know you're still going through that right now.
Man, yeah, um, yeah, we're still going through it. Like, for my kids, it, it's pretty heavy.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
It definitely was a tough pill to swallow. And I'm gonna say this: I'm kind of still dealing with it. They say there are stages to grief and stages to different things. And I guess for me, more so, my hurt was really for my kids, and like their dad, we met when we were young, we were like really good friends. And so, we weren't together for a long time, but still, it was just like, wow, like he didn't deserve to go out the way that he did, and so we're still dealing with that. Like,
Right.
I'm very close to his family, we're all trying to just get through, get by, trial is still going on. So the case is still open. So it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot with that, but
Right, right.
yeah.
So how do you like console like the kids? How do they deal with it?
Therapy.
Right.
We're all in therapy. And just, I try to remind them of the good times, like keep the good memories. And yeah, just encourage them to keep going. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And then to add to that, then I know on top of that, it was within the same segment. It was something mentioning like, because obviously you was married at the time. Then
Mm.
you mentioned that your husband had left you at the same time. Now I
Yeah.
know that y'all had y'all own, obviously y'all own production company and everything
Business.
like
Yeah.
that. So it's kind of like that's enough to cripple you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when the screen splits, it's like okay, cool. Like now you got to start all over.
Yeah.
So you got hit twice,
Yeah.
two low blows. You know what I mean? Like unexpectedly. So it's kind of like that's enough to crumble you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas though like when I met you, it was kind of like, yo, this is fresh, but I'm still moving. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, just for anybody that's going through something, like, if you have any advice in order for them to, like, get through a rough situation, because that's like I said, that's two low blows right there. So it's like,
Yeah.
how do you weather that storm?
I honestly, I had to just look at my kids, and it was just like all they have is me. So I have to keep going. Like we almost lost everything, and I just had to make a decision, either sink or swim. And it's like I can't sink. Like I had already been so low. Like that relationship was very much toxic, if I can say. Very toxic. So the way it happened, it was abrupt, but it was needed. And at the time I was in therapy. So that kind of really helped me too. My therapist was really big on saving yourself. You know what I mean? It's about you. If you're not good, nobody's good. So,
True.
that, helped me, and I started working out every day. Shout out to Reggie, my trainer. He encouraged me every day to get up, work out. I was praying every day, still praying. But yeah, and I just had to make that decision. I had to start over, started a new company, Lanae Gray Co. And that was like survive. I was in survivor mode. And that's honestly why to this day that I'm still kind of dealing with the, I guess, mental part of it, because I kind of like put that behind me and said, I just got to move. So honestly, ever since last year, I've just been moving. Like it's just been gig after gig, thing after thing. And thank God, like for just dropping opportunity after opportunity in my lap, and one door opens the next, and that's kind of how I go. I just keep going, staying busy, staying positive, praying, meditating, therapy.
Yeah. Can we stress the fact that how therapy is always been overlooked, or the fact that therapy is actually necessary for the most part?
Very necessary. Yeah, I should have gone earlier, but I took a break. Like I'm not doing it now, but I'm getting ready to start back up. But it's very much necessary. Yeah.
Because a lot of people are just ashamed to actually start to talk to anybody. They don't feel like they need to talk, tell their business to anybody, and
Yeah.
they feel like they're being judged amongst their peers. Like, yo, why you go to, what I mean, why you going to therapy for? Just deal with it on your own. Because as men, you know what I mean, we don't have that. We always get looked at like, oh, you soft. You know what I mean, you talking to somebody, spilling spilling your, expressing your feelings.
Yeah.
And actually, everybody needs
No,
therapy.
everybody. And I would say, even if you don't feel like going to a therapist, talk to somebody. It could be a friend, it could be your mom, it can be, your partner, anybody. Just, I feel like it's very much needed to express yourself, because I'm a person that used to hold everything in, and then I would just have these like random days where I just like break down. Like, no, you have to get that out somehow. Talk to your kid. Talk to somebody, get it out somehow. And I believe in a healthy balance. Like it's important to have balance. You know what I mean? Your balance could be traveling. I've been traveling a lot lately. That's kind of really been helping me too.
Distraction.
Yeah, like you just need a balance. Working out, that's a balance for me too. So, I would say talk to people and find a balance. Pick up a new hobby, write. You can't talk, right. My daughter, my oldest, she struggles a lot too with like anxiety and stuff, and it's like writing is helping her. That's her thing.
Dope.
She may not can say it, but she'll write it or type it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. Also, another form of therapy is coming up on the MLL podcast.
Oh,
Music
yeah.
Love podcast.
Hey.
Everybody that comes up here, like we speak to them, we talk about some of the most like intimate things that they have going on in their life, as long as it's acceptable, and we have permission to.
Yeah.
And after it, it's kind of like that they're able to have some type of like what I'm saying, it's like weightlifting.
It's like,
Clarity.
it's a little bit of release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're talking.
Yeah.
So even just us talking about that, both those situations that that's like really heartfelt, means a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we're not like limited to kids. Like, yo, you could bring the kids on here. They could sit right here, and
Yeah.
we could just let them go in and just let them, let everything out, because it's kind of like that lets us into their world too.
Yeah.
I think actually, you know what? I feel as though we should see more like teenagers do podcasts and kids do podcasts, because they're willing to talk.
Yeah.
That'd be
Amongst
cool.
themselves too. Yeah.
Yeah, they think it's amongst themselves, and you know what I'm saying, but they're willing to talk. You know what I'm saying? So it lets us in on their world, because they're not gonna hold back. Once they start talking, they see the cameras and everything, they're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I think that would be really dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? If our kids they just do their own podcast, and then they get to see what we do.
Yeah.
I know we all have our children involved in our film stuff and whatnot. And that's great, but to give them an outlet, this is the voice of the unheard.
Yeah.
So the people that's not heard, this is the chance for you to, you know what I'm saying, express yourself.
Yeah.
However you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you're not going to be negative or anything, like, or maybe you may be perceived as though, but at least it allows you to have that type of voice.
Yeah.
So, to get back to you, I do have this question, because she's not here, but I feel like she's here slapping me in the back of the head. What does Jazzy Mango mean to you? Like, Jazzy, like, what does she mean to you? Because it's like, we see you, we see her. Anytime that you're in the area, it's like, yo, her energy alone is enough to, like, really, like, just put her on the scene no matter where she's at, even if she's not there.
Yeah.
So what does she mean to you?
Jazzy is like my right hand, like she's super supportive, super sweet, and she believes in the mission, you know what I mean? So yeah, she's like that one person that you need. Like, she gonna be there for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to Jazzy Mango.
Word. Like, man, she's like the flagship. Like, she really lets anything that she's a part of be known. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter, location wise. Like, Jazzy's always the one to be the loud, boisterous one, when it needs to be done. But, I just wanted to make sure to highlight her because, man.
Yeah, she definitely brings that
got
energy.
a lot going on, too.
I know. Yeah. She got movies, all this. She's like,
real estate.
Miguel, I can't do it. I'm going to be in Milwaukee. I'm like, Jazzy, come on, man.
Like,
yeah,
she's all over the place.
I'll just have to see. I'm like,
right,
man.
Yeah.
I'm in New York right now. I'm going to Indiosa, fam.
Moving.
Yeah.
She stay on the grind, yeah.
She does.
Salute.
Shout out to the women that be on their grind. See you. Salute.
This is Women's History Month, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot though.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So with that being said, we're gonna go to the production company, Lanae Gray Co. All right, rebranded somewhat. Can you tell us about some of the, I don't want to say artists, but some of
the clients
that you do have? Well, first of all, can you tell us how that came about, and then we can go into the clients.
Okay, so funny thing, Lanae Gray Company, I've been saying that for like a couple years, like before I actually made a company. Like, I don't know why I was just saying. I was like, Lanae Gray Company. And I said that because I was thinking of me and my two daughters. Because I was like, oh, they're the company, like Lanae Gray Company. Because I would have them on sets and like doing different things. So I wanted to like make something for them, generational wealth, like something I can leave them. You know what I mean? So that's how that even came about. And then after my, separation and everything, I was like, well, what do I do mostly? And I was like, well, I direct and I do photography sometimes, but I manage talent. So I've always had a dance company called DMV Dancers United. Me and my partner had started that, but then I always like kind of did everything, took it over. So I always managed talent and stuff with that. And so with Lanae Gray Company, I said, okay, we're going to manage talent. And so I started managing like Crazy Legs, shout out to him, Snoop Luciano, Derek J, D Nice, Alvin Gray. Like, I started managing these people, and I was like, whoa, this is okay. This is what we're doing. And I already did film, and so I started shooting more. It was already like, okay, we're going to specialize in branding. So I provided like photography and videography services to the clients, like for free. And so I was like, okay, I'm following them around. People started saying that and asking like, oh, well, can you do my shoot? Can you do this? So I'm like, okay, I guess we film too. So that's Lanae Gray Co, talent management and filming.
How did you acquire some of your clients? Like, as you mentioned Crazy Legs. That's like a big client right there.
Okay, so thing is, I got hired by Portia. Shout out to Queen P. She's the queen of Beat Your Feet. Like, okay. Shout out to her. We've been good friends forever. And she actually asked me. She was like, "Hey, I want you to come out to Brazil to film." And I was like, okay, got you. She's like, we're doing this documentary. You know, I need you out there. So I went out to Brazil to film with her last year and started working with the Beach Your Feet Academy. So started filming them, and at the time, Crazy Legs had another manager. So I started working with them, and I was just a part of the management team. And then eventually, you know, different things happened, and I became just his manager. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Great transition right there.
That's how
That's
that
crazy.
started. It's
Yeah.
right place at the right time.
Wow. I mean but that's how it works. A lot of times, like you might just show up and just being that, you know, in a spot. That's how I met you. I was just
You
Yeah.
just chilling.
I wasn't chilling.
No, well,
I
you know
just
what I
showed
mean.
up
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, who's this? Let me talk to her.
And you started filming me right
Yo,
away. I was
everything-
like, who is this guy?
That shit, like when we met, that shit took off so fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it took like literally a couple days later. I was on the shoot of something that you had going on with
Yeah, it's like,
Eric.
come on. Yeah.
I was like, oh damn. She was like,
Fire.
she wasn't playing, and we did so much. Yo,
I felt like I knew you, like instantly. It was like an instant thing. I was like, you feel so familiar to me.
yo,
Like,
we
okay.
did so much work. I mean, when I tell you we did so much work in a little bit of time, I'm like, all right. But another thing I did want to bring up was you did mention Crazy Legs. Now I know there's a couple different projects that you have going on. So I don't want to go in chronological order, but I do know that you do things for Crazy Legs. You have gone to Brazil, and you have done things out there for him. I would like to know a few of the different things that you do have coming up in terms of like projects.
Okay, well, right now I'm currently producing and managing a new show called The Space Table. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to the whole Space Table crew, family, Master Clips. I see you. But yeah, we're doing that right now. It's basically, I don't want to call it, it's not a podcast. It's more of like you're interviewing people in a comfortable setting. So we've had like a lot of people on there. Like we've had Crazy Legs, we've had Mike D'Angelo, Garvey, G. Ross Street Garvey, Mr. Waffle Man, J Too Funny, and the lineup is continuing. Like we're still adding people on. Really dope show. We're getting ready to start dropping episodes this month actually. So super excited about that.
Okay.
I might be going to South by Southwest, you know, to film for a few,
Hold on.
you know, people.
What is
we
this
not
supposed to be
going
happening?
All right.
in a couple days.
Oh,
you know what I
shit.
mean?
All right, so we gotta drop some of
Super
these clips out very soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We got you.
So yeah, maybe
Okay.
out there. But then
You ever been? Sorry, you ever been?
South by Southwest?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay.
Crazy thing is my kid's dad, little backstory, he was a big artist in the area. And he would go to South by Southwest, you know, and do it. But I never went with
You
him.
never went.
But yeah, so this would be my first time.
It's your turn now.
Going. Maybe one day I could be performing because you know I'm coming back out with the music.
Yeah, and I've been peeping that too. That music you've been dropping, you've been putting out some music. Like, how does and you rap as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which one would you rather do, sing or rap?
Oh, it's like I'm loving both right now.
Okay.
It's just how I feel at the moment. You know what I mean? Like I don't plan to record. I'm gonna say that. So it's like when I do go, I just say whatever I feel, and if that's a rap, that comes out. If it's singing, you know, that's what comes out.
Now you talented on both ends, to be honest with you.
Both. Thank you.
You gonna let us produce your video or what?
Let's go.
I'm saying like,
We
I'm
got
waiting on y'all.
we got you. For
nah,
real.
we'll definitely produce the video. You know what I mean? Another thing I know, what was mentioned before was the fact that you're gonna be shooting a reality TV series.
Yeah. Got a
That,
couple.
I think we're casting.
Shoot us.
We don't know. We don't. Yeah. we'll see
Shooters.
what- Oh, shooters.
casted for that.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Shoot.
and I forgot. So, shout out to Waffle. We also have a series that we started years ago called Love Is Hard. We're starting that back up, and it leads to a movie. Crazy thing, we shot the movie years ago. I wrote the script, we shot it, we never dropped it. So, Siri, what is that? Siri's
Yo,
Siri
listening.
listening. He's like, you dropping
I didn't
movies?
get that. Nah, she's like, nah, don't talk about that. Not talk about
Don't talk
that.
about the movie
Right.
yet. Yeah.
But no, long story short, so we have that coming up. Movies,
Okay.
series, yeah, and reality series, you know.
Wait a minute. Who's managing your time, like your schedule, like that? What's going on? You got a manager yourself?
No, it's funny because somebody actually said that I need a manager, and I was just like,
I would think so.
you know, I tried that back in the day. I had two actually, and then when I realized that I was doing more for myself than they were, I was just like, oh, I could do it, you know.
Mm.
I got it. I pray God keeps sending stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's a lot on
we
your
doing
plate.
it like that.
Yeah.
But I do need help though. I need
No,
help.
we know.
Yeah.
No. We know you need help. Trust me. We know. And my whole thing is like this. Like, it ain't even like, it's not that you need help because you can't do it. It's just that in this industry specifically, you have to have a staff. Like,
Yeah.
we know that you know how to do each and every portion of the job because we've seen it.
Yeah.
But it's like you only have two arms.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool when you like, y'all take care of setup. Y'all take care of lighting.
Yeah.
Y'all take care
Sound.
of sound or whatever the case may be. You know how to do each and every of those different portions. And it's like, this is not a one-man type of team thing.
No.
We need a whole staff
team.
to make the whole overall project a success. And we've seen it. Like, we're like, damn, we kind of need a little bit more hands for this. Like, you know what I mean? Because you know how to direct in each and every area. And it's like, but if you got to be the one, you got to come off the chair. I got to do this. I got to do that.
Yeah.
Then I'm not efficient at what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm not there.
Yeah.
You look at Bad Boy Records, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller. You look at all these big companies, they can't do it all. No man did it by themselves completely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I see it happening though. You building up another team, you know what I'm saying, as far as management and every like assistant, so on and so forth. So
Yeah.
you're getting that big to the point
I'm
where you
trying.
need to.
And it's like I really do this for the people. Like I never did any of this for myself. Like I always just I feel like my love for people is just like I want to see everybody win, you know? So it's like if I can make this pathway and say, "All right, y'all, come on." It's like I rather if somebody asks me for money, it's like I rather give you an opportunity cuz the money can stop from me, but if I give you the opportunity, you can run with that shit.
Right.
You can make it whatever it is, you know what I mean? So that's my goal, to be able to put everybody on. Like everybody that I know that does something, I want to be able to be like, yo, you on salary, or let me connect you with this person, let me connect you with that. And honestly, that's how I got into like the whole management thing too, is because I always kind of connected people and, you know, try to get opportunities for everybody. So
Wow. So speaking of opportunities, is there anybody in particular that you got in mind that you would probably like want to work with, like that's, you know, that you look up to, or just you have interest in working with, like anybody?
Yeah, for sure. So right now, Tyler Perry, he's always been on the top of my list because I respect him, his grind, his story. Like I've been following him for years, and like I used to want to act in his projects. Not saying that I still don't want to, but I actually want to direct a film with him. You know, I want to do that, and I also want to work with Kevin Hart. Like these are people that I've like watched their grind from like the beginning, and it's like, yeah, I really want to work with him too. And as an actress, I really want to work with M. Night Shyamalan. I'm not gonna lie, I love his work. I've followed him forever, but but yeah, those are a few people.
I actually, okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, what about Ava DuVernay? I don't know if you ever like she's done when they see us. She's worked with Selma and everything like that. Yeah, that's another like not actress, a film director, a screenwriter as well too. You'll like her work as well. I could see you working with someone like that as well. Ava for sure, definitely.
Dope. I gotta check her out.
Check her out. Yeah.
And I was just gonna say, music wise, if we switch there,
Now we did.
Yeah.
Kanye is like number one on my list. You know, me and him got the same birthday. You know what I'm saying? I just think I feel him on a whole nother level. So Kanye, yeah. And And then, you know, Rock Nation can't, you know, leave
Rock
Jay-Z
Nation, for
out,
sure.
you know.
Okay.
So I definitely want to work with them. But, you know, other than that, I'm going to stay independent. But, you know.
Yeah, because I mean everything is kind of different. Like now, in terms of like how you move, like you could be independent. Like for example, you got your own film company.
Yeah.
Before it's kind of like you had to get with somebody that had what you have now.
Cameras,
You had to
yeah.
get with them,
Yeah.
and figure out your role. So even then, you being a film director, you know what I'm saying, just a director period, but also being an actress, it's like multiple hats.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather like? Which seat would you rather be in? Would you rather be in the actress seat or the director?
Oh, this is a music question. Go ahead.
Oh.
Music life
It's
alone.
not music, but we're gonna get there. But you already know what the music
Yeah,
question's
yeah,
gonna be. But
definitely.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Would
so
you rather
tough.
sit where you at right now, the director's shit, or would you
Mhm.
rather be the actress? Because some people can't deliver what it is, the message or whatever it is that you're writing. They can't deliver it how you want it to. But some people can. But then you have to cast people. But
Mhm.
at any point in time, would you feel like, you know what? I think I could do it better than all of y'all.
I was gonna say, you know, I have scripts on deck, and like a few of them, I'm gonna do it. I'll do
Wow,
both.
okay.
Like I'll act, and then I'll direct. You know, when it's not my part.
But
So-
you don't think that it's tough to do that? Like to come up off the chair like, all right, and now I gotta suit up, get on the court, and I gotta play.
Mhm.
Like for like acting, like you don't feel like acting is a little bit more difficult than directing?
So I'm gonna say no. I was told that I naturally do it, so I don't know. No,
Cause
I
you
don't think so.
cause
Michael
You
B. Jordan just got $100 million for Creed 3.
Wow. Because he
Speaking
directed
of
that.
Michael B. Jordan,
his microphone
Yeah.
works now. It's about time.
That's what's
35
up.
minutes into the interview.
speaking of that, I actually just went to a private screening of Creed 3.
Really? Okay.
Shout out to Boogie. My best friend's uncle, he actually trained Michael B. Jordan for
Talking about the
Creed.
heavy set dude.
Yeah, he trained
Yeah, he
him
was
for
in
that.
he was in the movie.
And he's been in Creed 2 and Creed 3.
Yeah, he's in
And
it.
yeah, I was at the private screening of that with them. Him and his son YG Pat.
I was like,
Young Pat, you
Word.
know, boxes too. Yeah.
shit,
But
nice.
shout out
he
to
was in the movie.
Shout out to Boogie, you said?
Boogie.
asked a,
Yeah, shout out to
question?
Boogie.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead, man.
About
Your
the
platform.
movie. What's your unbiased review of that movie?
I loved it. Like I've been a Creed fan since the first movie, and I really
Nice.
think it was one of the best. Honestly, like I was like in it. I literally like watched that joint. Like didn't even pick up my phone, so that's how I know. Like I was in it.
What did you love about that movie?
So I could give you from like a behind the scenes, like just doing film, and then I can give you like just watching as
Just
an audience.
as a viewer.
I like the story was good. It was interesting. I love how like they had, I don't want to spoil it, but like their daughter, she was like deaf, so they included a lot in this film, and I just thought it was really dope. I love like it's like I don't want to say too much where I spoil it, but I
all
I
good.
like how the story unraveled, like with the guy. Lord, I forget his name.
Come on,
Do you guys
Jonathan.
know?
Jonathan
Jonathan Majors.
Major.
Yes, really good. Like I wasn't familiar with him. This is my first time like seeing him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
Nah,
everybody say
you
that?
definitely saw him.
I don't,
Yeah.
guys. I don't really watch TV
Okay.
that much.
Definitely
I
saw
don't.
him before.
You
I
had
don't
to.
get to watch that much
Everybody been-
Netflix. Like I don't
Okay.
really watch
Okay.
that much TV, really.
Right.
But no, he was dope. He gave an amazing performance, and I liked his chemistry with Michael B. Jordan. It's like it was really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did that. Shout out to them.
Lee, go ahead.
Oh, you got another
Nah,
question?
Oh, you saw it? You didn't like? What's up, Lee? You didn't like?
I gave my review. You got to check out the last episode
Hold
of
on.
Music Life and
So,
Love.
as
I gave my honest
as
review.
a
Good
as
plug.
a filmmaker.
Okay.
Now as a filmmaker, your review as a filmmaker, because he said it for a reason. But as a filmmaker, like just looking at it as if you were the director, like
As a filmmaker, I love the shots. I love the locations. That house was banging. Like I love that. Like I was looking
Okay.
at all that. I thought they did really well with how they told the story.
there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it was.
That's what it was,
Because
yeah.
Lee was like, look,
The film
the way they got the shots, that was
dope. He said,
like some of the in the ring shots.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that. And I was thinking like, so they had to have like the camera like right there, and they had to like slow this shit down for them to catch those kind of hits. I don't know what they did, but
It was dope. And I even like how at the fight at the end, it was very intimate. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but you know, Jonathan and Michael B. Jordan, they were really close. So that last fight, they actually like zoned in on just them. And like for them, it was about them. It wasn't about the fight. It was about their relationship because they really, really loved each other. You know what I'm saying? As brothers, you know? So I love how they captured that with like there was one point where they erased the audience. Like the audience wasn't there. They made you seem like, it appeared as though it was just them fighting in this empty space. And I thought that was dope. It was very intimate, and I think it told the story, you know?
See, this is why you gotta have a team. 'Cause they can write all this stuff out. Like, yo, you don't have to do anything. You can be sleeping. Like, yo, they writing like, this is what we got. This is what we're gonna do. And like, you know what? Yeah. This is perfect.
I got a question for you. This is a little bit different. This is gonna shift it a little bit now, because I've been seeing that, you know, they've been doing their press run for this movie. Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors. You know what I'm saying? I want to know your type. Like, if you was to pick, would it be Michael B. Jordan or Jonathan Majors?
Oh my God. This is okay. So that's crazy because I actually looked at both of them. Like, okay, I've always liked Michael B. Jordan, but like seeing Jonathan Majors, I was like, oh, he's kind of giving. You know, I don't like to say I have a type because for me it's the vibe. You know what I'm saying? If we vibe, we vibe. I don't care what you look like. You know what I'm saying? But
Really?
It's the vibe for me. Look, I done been through some shit relationship wise, and at this point in my life, it's the vibe. You know, it's the vibe. It's the respect level. It's, you know what I mean. So I don't know. Both of their vibes seem a little dope. You know. But
it just depends on, you know what I'm saying, what
depends
side of
on
the
how I
fence you
feel when I'm there.
What? I want the bully or I want the suit and tie dude. Like, depends on how I feel. Hookah or
It's
weed.
been said that I go for the bad guy though, but
Yeah, yeah.
good guys win the race.
Gotta be bad. Gotta
Say
be
that.
bad
Good
guy.
guys win the race.
Bad guy.
Bad guys win.
No.
Yeah.
She said. What
Good
would
guys win the race.
Good. Oh,
Good guys?
late.
Guys win the race.
Yeah.
Not trash.
But it's the vibe for me. Look, as long as you respect me, we're good.
Bad guys can respect you too. We bad guys to like.
Oh, are you saying we? Are you a bad guy?
Huh?
Did he not say that? Gee.
I don't know. I didn't hear it. What did he say?
He said we bad guys.
I had no
Nah, I'm just
idea
saying,
what he said.
I don't know. Look, put a comment if you think I'm a bad guy. I think people would know what type of guy I am based off of like what they see. But I'm good. I do good things.
Okay.
I do good things for people.
That's good.
That we could definitely say for
Yeah.
sure.
So
That
I'm-
was-
Look, you've
say.
supported me so much, so I see it.
we not
right now.
we don't got we
Shout out to you.
but
Shout out to M.Soto for real, man.
listen.
Yeah, man. Shout out to M.Soto real.
Give me your flowers, King.
We gonna do
Give me your flowers.
Hold up. I mean, look, if it wasn't for you, like, yo,
Don't do that.
she was like, first time, she was like, we gonna go to this club in DC. I'm like, fuck out of here. Yo, we was out there in DC.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, we out there. She's like, where's your camera? I'm like, I just got here. Why is it not set up? I'm like, hold on.
Like,
a second.
what? We need to go
gotta
in now.
Yeah.
We gotta
We're
go
late.
in now. She went in there. They was like, yo, we waiting. I'm like, oh my God. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we got footage of so much stuff.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we did.
So much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the behind the scenes on that is like it was literally like a movie, and it's like, yo, like it was just.
I think that's the first time I met her too. I think
That's the first time we all met each
Yeah,
other.
we all met.
Spot.
Mhm.
It was so hectic.
Yeah, but I want to say shout out to the growth too, though, because I remember that day, you
Oh, shit.
and you shot, the BTS, and I was like, Miguel, Now, look, this is what we gonna do. Like,
Yeah, she was like,
I
yo,
need
hold on.
B-roll. I don't need all these shots to look the same. But I swear you took. I respect you so much because I know I was a little hard on you.
A little.
After that, and then you did something else, and I was like,
Hold on,
yo.
time out.
But you took that and like you grew so much, and your shit today, sir. You killing it.
Yo,
like you
listen.
took that shit and
Hold on, don't
applied that
skip.
shit.
Don't skip, right? So, I visited my mom in Atlanta, right?
Oh no.
Yo,
Shout out to Miguel's mom.
so me and my mom, we having a real conversation.
Mom.
She called me like 4 times in a row. So like when people call me back to back, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not really good with picking up the phone because, you know, I just don't be picking up the phone like that. But when somebody calls me more than twice, I'm like, all right, cool. Boom, let me answer.
Yeah.
She was like, oh no, Miguel, you gotta take this shit down. I was like, hold on 1 second.
This is news to me.
She was like, I was in Atlanta, like this is when I left.
let him have
Listen,
it.
I had just left. I was like, you know
Let
what?
him
This
have
is
it.
Valo. Yeah, this is Valo's video that I had did for Valo real quick. This is a little studio video. I said, you know, all right, cool.
oh shit.
I went to Atlanta because I was going through some shit. I was like, you know what? This flight leaves in 2 hours. I'm on the first thing smoking. I took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling with my mom. We having a good time. We talking. And they called me once. I'm like, all right, cool. I get back to her real quick. She calls me again. I'm like,
Oh no.
she called me twice. That I got to answer.
Mm-hmm.
She was like,
Just send me that video.
are you up for critique right now? I'm like, yeah. I'm up for critique
At least
right
I asked first, right?
now. Yo, listen.
That's courtesy. That's courtesy.
You don't
I
drop
asked
the ball.
first.
So she's like, are you up for critique right now? I'm like, yeah. What's going on? I'm thinking it's a critique on her. She's like, yo, that video that you just put out, I ain't like it.
Oh.
I ain't like it.
Ooh.
First of all,
Yeah.
you didn't. First of all, it was shaky. Number 2, you didn't put no type of
Transitions.
transitions to it. You didn't do no fast forwards. Where was the elements? You had to do. He poured out liquor. You didn't even catch that shot. You didn't zoom in. There was no shots of the actual scene of the studio. You didn't show no microphone shots.
That's
Like,
wrong.
where were y'all?
Y'all just looked like y'all was just chilling. You didn't give no story. When you do these type of things, you need to tell a story. You didn't tell no kind of story. I'm on speakerphone. My mom is right there. She's like,
speaker.
Wow.
yo, you are supposed to be a filmmaker. You are not a videographer. You are a filmmaker. And I'm just like,
Oh.
so meanwhile, everybody that shoots, I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody has a soft spot.
Yeah.
Their soft spot is whoever critiques them. It's kind of like, no matter how you critique somebody that shoots something, you taking a shot at them. No matter how you put it, I don't care what nobody has to say. If it doesn't matter who says it, it's like, you said my shit is garbage, baby. That's what it was. But when I looked at it and I said, you know what? She's right. Because all these different things, I could have enhanced it in so many different ways. And I was like, damn, you know what? I could have. Because I looked back at it, I was like, damn, I could have slowed this down. I could have did a fast forward. I could have did an effect here. And all these different things. She was only saying it out of love. But it was just at the time that she said it. And the way she said it, the passionate way, I'm like, that's
you
the
in
passionate
Atlanta.
side of her. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me give this a day. She's like, I'll call you back tomorrow. I'm like,
So she laid that all on you, and then was like, "I'll call you back."
that was the first. That was one of the.
That's crazy.
That was only
one
one
of
of
the
the.
times.
That was the
Oh my
hardest
God.
punch in the face for me.
Because it was the first
I'm
one.
sorry.
No,
that's all
no,
good.
that shit.
But I
no,
meant well.
no. The other ones
Yeah,
was like
of course.
small stuff. The other ones kind of like, you know, like you didn't do this, you didn't do that, but those were subtle.
Right.
Those are still in a low tone voice where you could like, all right, cool, I could take that. That one right there was like, take this shit down.
Mm.
And I was just like,
Mm.
I was scared to put up the next one. I was like,
Oh
man,
no.
if I put this one up and
She
she
gon-
says something, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
but
she
then
got
we
no.
did mad work after that though.
Yeah, because I want you to be great. Like, I'm still learning too. But it's like, if I can teach you what I've already learned, why not?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, let me show you this. Do this
You
and see
shit
how
on
it come out. Like,
Yo, she shit on me.
we
One
try to
thing-
get you booked.
One thing I want to stress out though, the fact when we did meet in DC, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm an observer. Like, you know what I mean? I like to watch people, you know what I mean, see how they act or whatever have you. And I seen how you do all this, like, you know, talking and you smile and everything, but once you press that on button on the camera,
Yeah.
Yo, it's like night and day for real. It's like, yo, you are focused, which is crazy. I don't know if that's something that you just acquired while you work, or is that your work ethic? Period.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I act too. Like when I'm acting in film, because like I said, I'm naturally shy. But as soon as somebody says action, it's like it's a different person. So yeah.
Your first movie, I mean, not your first movie, the one we watched. What was the name of that movie?
What movie did you watch?
With you?
On Tubi?
It's on Tubi. I think
it
it
was
was with Teresa was in there as a
Oh,
psych-
The Psychic.
the psychic.
Psychic.
Yep.
Shout out to Silk White. Yeah, he casted me for that. Mhm.
Yeah, that was the first movie that I watched with you in it. I enjoyed it a lot. It to me, it looked like you were more of an actress, and it was kind of like,
Really good acting for me.
yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie,
really
that
good
one was
acting.
very
Yeah.
seamless. It was like you wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
It looked good. So that's why I asked you, like, and I think we're gonna do the music, life, and love in a second.
Yeah.
So
we'll
I'm
do
gonna leave
that.
that one out. But it seemed as though like it was seamless. Like that whole process, it looked like you didn't really try. Like it was just like you fell in the character. You was on par with the character, and it's like now, mind you, we watched that movie together, and I'm just looking at this like I don't really watch movies, but if I'm watching somebody's movie with them, to be honest, I
I
was
was
quiet.
super shy about that. I don't like looking at myself
Mm.
on camera. That's another thing. Like I think I'm my biggest critic or something. I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
Nah, I think you fell asleep. Yeah, you
Fell asleep on your movie?
But that's
crazy.
No, I didn't.
It was like 2 a.m. I was the only one watching.
Oh my
You
God.
been
No,
over
I
there
did
somewhere,
not.
And I'm
Really?
like,
Snoring?
I don't
She
know. Nah,
snores?
definitely not snoring.
You don't
But
Oh my God. I
I
don't
watched
think
the
so.
whole
I don't
movie.
know.
Like you was done. You was. Imagine watching your own movie. Like I did it.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
did it.
don't
Yeah.
like watching myself. So.
Mhm.
It was a good movie.
Nah. Yeah, no, great
Well,
acting.
I'm gonna say like this: you had
Appreciate
the best
it.
part. You played the best part in that movie.
she had the main role.
The main role. Yeah, that's the hardest.
That's the hardest, you know what I mean? To maintain
role.
you in every shot, almost. You know.
Just
and-
about.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you did your thing, and it was really good. So I was like, man, I'm surprised she's not in more.
Well, I'm coming back. You know, I've been behind the scenes for a while, but I'm getting ready to come back. I've been in a few music videos, you know, acting, but yeah, I'm getting ready to come back up.
It's like you good at almost anything that you do. You know what I mean? Photography, videography, acting, singing, rapping. I mean, what can't you do?
A lot.
Roller skate.
I think the arts. I feel like I said, I told y'all, my mom, my aunt, like my family is pretty artsy. They just never really went all the way through. But I think, you know, it comes from my family.
Comes from the family. Yeah. Nah.
Gonna hit her with a
Yeah.
MLL.
MLL question.
Music, life, or love question.
Let's hit it with a life question.
Oh, because I don't have the life.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
The love one is.
This.
I think that's easy.
I mean, the love you.
What's
you
up?
could
What's
hit it,
up?
yeah.
Hold on, wait for the
What's
love
up?
one. Nah, I gotta
You gotta think.
muster that up.
Life is something that we talked about before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring it up. Oh, we can switch it up as well, too. But that's,
If you do that first,
Yeah.
What's up,
Which one
G?
am I-
What
which
you
one am I-
got, G?
Which one am I in charge of?
you could do love, you know what I mean? Or the music, whatever. You know what I'm
Love.
saying? Yeah.
G Money.
Yeah.
No, you do love.
Gillionaires in the building. Huh?
I don't want to do love.
Silent shooter.
Solid shooter.
I don't even
yeah.
know. Wait,
Oh, yo.
G's name
Yeah.
is G the silent shooter.
Yo,
Like,
yeah.
That's G Money.
Can you explain that? Why I'm called the silent shooter?
G, let me tell y'all,
What's
G's so swagged out. G's so cool. He be right there like he has the plan. He know what's up.
For real.
Y'all look around, y'all like, oh, what we gotta do? G is so calm. He know what's going on. He gonna do it. He's gonna execute and he gonna come through. Period.
That's a fact.
Silently.
That is
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Watch out for them quiet ones.
Capricorns.
I don't know how
You know what I'm
they
saying?
flip to me, but
Quiet ones in the room.
Capricorns be Lee.
They got the most shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Now they say the loudest be
yeah, that's
They be capping.
Yeah,
those quiet ones now.
yeah.
They be quiet.
They be quiet. Oh, shout out to Lee. Lee's a cap
He's
as
a
well
Capricorn,
too.
Oh my God, I feel like I've been surrounded by Capricorns.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. When is your birthday? Sorry. Okay, he's a December. I don't think I've met a December Capricorn like that. Well, I'm not gonna say met, but
Well,
no.
not. Joe's a Capricorn.
Joe's a Capricorn, 23rd.
Oh my God, December?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, you know what?
But
Lee is a
he's not
silent.
quiet.
Lee is silent too.
Lee
He's
is
pretty
very-
quiet, but he's heavy though. Let's say that.
Yeah.
These silent shooters be
sharp.
heavy.
So that's our character, I guess. You know,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah,
that's
sharp.
what's up.
All right, I see what's going on here. Shout out to Digital Empath Studio.
Yeah. Very sharp.
That's
Very
what's up.
sharp.
That's what's up. All right, so with the life question, $10 million right now, or to go back in your past and change certain things, what would you do?
I'm gonna say you said 10 million
10
right
million.
now. I'm gonna say 10 million because I'm a firm believer in trusting your journey. I've been saying that for years now and kind of been living that way, meaning that everything in life happens for a reason, whether it's bad or good. It's for your greater good. So I think everything that happened in the past, made me who I am today. So I think I would keep it like that.
You take the 10.
Yeah, I take the 10.
Dope.
I got
dope,
shit
dope.
to do.
Okay. All right.
You take the 10.
Yeah. 10 million. What you doing with that 10 million?
Probably giving it away. No lie. Oh,
That's what's up.
so I do want to say, as far as giving away, I do. The homeless is very dear to me, and I have with my dance company, I started something called Hit the Streets. I may be making it into a nonprofit eventually. But I basically go out into the streets and I find like tent homes, people that live in tents and just on the street. And I get people to either donate, or if they don't, I do it myself. My kids, I have them we make bags of like toiletries, toothbrushes, lotion, different stuff like that. And we make lunch and pass out water. And if it's like, depending on the season, if it's winter, we'll buy blankets and I'll go pass out blankets, give out clothes. If it's summer, give out cold beverages and food. So with the toiletry. So that's something that I'm about to start back doing pretty often too. It's called Hit the Streets.
That's dope. That's dope. I mean, that might be something I might want to help out as well too. However I can, to be honest with you.
Okay.
We could
Yeah.
definitely help out on that. My fault, go ahead.
Yeah, whenever, you know what I'm saying, because we already know. Well, I know how he feels. I don't think there's anybody that feels strongly about homelessness as this guy. Because we was in L.A., we was in Cali, and I was like, bro, come on, man. We're not stopping at every tent, bro. Like, come on, chill.
Yeah.
But he
crazy.
would, but me, I'm like, bro, we can come back to this later, bro. They're not going to, but
Yeah.
in all seriousness, like, this dude does not like
I hate that.
at all.
Yeah.
I hate
That's like even out here, because, in Baltimore, there's a lot of people that they either try to wash their windows. I try to give to everybody that I see. Like, literally.
Wash the window. Oh,
I even asked them, like, y'all got cash out? Because I don't got cash. They're like, yeah, I cash out.
They asked me if I had cash. I'm like, nah. I'm like,
I'm just like, look,
It's a lot of scamming.
you need it.
I give you a couple
What you do
dollars.
with it is what you do with it. But,
Right. Yeah. But at least you, from the heart, you gave. You know
yeah.
what I mean? You
It
distributed.
says you need something.
Okay.
There you go.
that's dope. So
Yeah.
that was
That was life question.
So we're gonna do the music because the loved ones is just
Right.
so for the music.
I want to do a part 2 with the music, but go ahead. I want you to.
Nah.
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, mine will just be love because that's hard enough as it is. So you good.
Okay. All right. You're an artist. You sing. You rap. Right. Is there anybody unfortunate that passed away as an artist? Any musician that you would probably bring out from the dead and work with?
Aaliyah.
Wow.
Damn, that was on.
Aaliyah.
Yo, you said
You
that
didn't even
quick.
think about that.
No, because I say it. Aaliyah. I'm going to even name more. Left Eye.
Okay.
Wow.
Michael Jackson. Whitney Houston.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Nipsey. Even, yeah. That's my, yeah. Yeah. But Aaliyah, that's, yeah.
You got a favorite song from Aaliyah?
I like Miss You. Rock the Boat. I like a lot.
Yeah, I'm about to say like that one.
I really like
Like, it's like a,
because it hit me. Like when I heard it, it really hit me. Like I was going through a lot. You know how like music helps you get through things, but like it doesn't matter when the song came out, you remember where you were when you heard it.
that's just nostalgic.
Yeah.
That's
Nostalgic. So I mean, you would. So if you like Aaliyah, then you definitely fuck with Sade at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill is my number one.
Oh, big.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Okay.
heard she was coming back out. She got a concert coming up. I think Diddy's throwing.
She don't even
I
gotta do
think.
no new music. She just gotta do a concert of all her
Yeah,
old hits.
concert.
Her
What?
only one album. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Like I feel like once you make maybe 1 or 2 hits, you set. You can
Yeah.
always go on tour.
That's it.
But, so
Yeah.
now you got the second part.
Oh no! I wanted to do a second part to your music if you had one.
Nah, you,
So
you got it. You got
hit-
the iron.
hit-
So the
hit-
only thing with the love is no disrespect to any situation that you got going on, but who
If you
would
do.
be your celebrity crush if you have or had one? Who was your celebrity crush? And this is a love question. Yeah,
love question.
Love question.
Yes, sir.
If you had a celebrity crush,
Who right now?
You.
Yeah, yeah.
Yikes.
Who is it?
Who would you
don't
want to walk
even
through the
know.
door right now?
Yeah,
You'd be like, oh shit.
and you're like, you know what? I think I could take a chance.
I don't even know. Like,
No, what the hell? Get the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
come on.
I don't. I don't know. Yikes! I like have to think about this.
Okay,
Really?
Nah, it's cool.
A celebrity crush?
Let me see if I got a plan
Yeah.
B over here.
Nah,
Not
nah.
a plan B.
All right, so
I think I
what-
really like.
I'll
So back in the day, I could say it was probably Chris Brown, but then I met him right with my kid's dad. Like actually chilled with him, went out to places, like chilled, like
Nice.
legit, like.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, okay, did that. But it's like me today. I don't think I have like crushes. It's like, for me, it's like let's work. Like, you know,
No, we talking about
give me
after
direction.
hours.
I know, but it's like I'm not even thinking there. Like.
Damn.
I know that sounds wild, but I really can't tell you. Like, I don't know. It's like when you talked about Michael B. Jordan or Jonathan Majors. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't really, I'm not looking at people like
Damn. That's
I'm like
crazy.
off some, let's just work. Like,
That's how
let's
I
work.
feel, like,
if we vibe, we vibe. But let's work. My goal, like I got goals. I'm focused. Like I'm trying to get this bag. Like
Yeah, me too. I'm like, yo,
That's
I
I've never
gotta
heard that.
think about it though. I'm gonna think about it now. But
no, it's not, nah, it's all good. Like, yo, listen, you definitely, that was a great answer, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I've never heard that one before.
Some people, they like, yo, all right, cool, celebrity crush. I would want to, give, a little couple minutes of airtime, but
Yeah.
I'm good. Nah, it's
Right.
good. But even in a workspace, though, that would be cool too. You know what I mean? I could work and then play,
Mm-hmm.
but work first, then
And then
play.
play after.
yeah.
And she don't have nobody.
She don't got nobody she work with, and she don't got nobody she want to play with. But nah, that's cool. That's cool. That's respectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to an
My
original
new vision right now.
No, yo, that's how you
Sound
gotta
good.
be, because
Yeah.
there's so many distractions besides the internet and just just social media and everything else. So it's kind of like, yo, you don't need an extra distraction, putting things before your vision. So I
Yeah.
definitely shout out.
Because if it come, it comes. I'm not big on forcing. You know what I mean? It's like if it happens, it happens.
Got you.
But I'm not gonna be like, oh, I gotta have. Nah.
So, all right, with that being said, I got to ask, for all our listeners and our followers and our viewers, we got to ask you, where can you be found, like, on social media, all your different handles and stuff?
You can find me at Lanae Gray. That's LANAEGRAY. That's on Instagram. And my company, Lanae Gray Co. That's LANAEGRAYCO. And if you're a dancer, you're looking for some projects, some work, some gigs, you can follow DMV Dancers United. That's DMV Dancers United on Instagram. I'm actually getting ready to I'm transitioning, so I may be changing that name soon. But for now, you can find me there. And yeah.
Yeah. Is there anybody?
Find me at your next event. Oh shoot.
What's up? That's what's up. Anybody you want to highlight or like shout out? Like, you know what I'm saying? That you want
Shout out to y'all. Shout out
shit.
to M.Soto, G Money.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Digital Impact Studios. And shout out to all my clients and family. Shout out to my kids. Come on, Camille. Love y'all. Keep being amazing. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that has helped me, along the way into this point. I really appreciate y'all for, joining me on this journey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's
Shout
up.
out to Jazzy Mango for sure.
Shout out to Jazzy.
I just want to say special appreciation to you because I wouldn't be here where I'm at in terms of what I'm doing if it wasn't for you. And wherever we end up landing, we may not see eye to eye all the time, but I just want to make sure that you know, like, yo, you really helped me in a way where as though nobody else helped me, and you put me in position to like really like elevate my skill level, my skill set, and just everything that I've done. And what you did in a few months, I had people in my corner that have not done in years. And I really appreciate you for that because it kind of like just catapulted me to like a whole nother level. Like you give me a little bit, I'm gonna make a whole 4-course meal out of that bitch. And that's what you did. Like, yo, you was like the hack to like really push me there. Whether it was pushing me on, you know, the recording, just, you know, editing, or just anything, just advice. I really appreciate you for that. Putting me in places that I wouldn't ordinarily be in by myself. You really made me come out to those things, and that really makes a lot of sense. And it put me in a position to where I'm like, all right, cool, I'm ready. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing when you have somebody who tosses you stuff, and it's kind of like, all right, cool. But it's one thing when you have somebody that pulls you in the freaking location, sink or swim, you're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you definitely put me in a position where, yo, I had to like elevate on time, on the spot. Like I had to make these things happen. And a lot of times we need that. We need somebody to just throw you in the fucking pool, figure it out. What's up? And you did that. So I really appreciate you. And I'm glad that you finally decided to step off your little fucking high horse that you did and come over here to us little people.
She's so grounded, man.
And show up like 4 months later.
Oh my
Yo, we
God.
been trying to get you up here for the longest. Like Jazzy's kind of like, she's next.
Yes, come through, Jazzy.
Jazzy found out she's busy, and I was like, all right, cool. Lanae reached out. All right, stop what we doing. Let's get her up here.
Yeah, I'm trying to have more time for me, and I appreciate y'all for providing this platform, you know, for people to express themselves and, you know, share their stories,
Yeah,
you know,
their
with
journey.
people. So shout out to y'all for doing this. I appreciate y'all.
Nah, we appreciate you for real for even
When you
showing
get
up.
yeah, when you get a chance, throw some of your clients this way. throw some of your
got
clients
you.
this way. We
Crazy
had
Legs
these
is
nights
like-
already.
Yeah, crazy.
You had
Legs is like-
Alvin.
Yeah, Alvin. We had Alvin.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Nah, we
Okay,
can.
Crazy Legs is next.
Crazy Legs is next.
All right,
we get him
whatever.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gillionaire, I don't know if you got anything else, man.
I mean, pretty much the same thing, man. Life is about what are you learning, who do you teach, you know what I'm saying? Just share the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be everything. It don't have to be every, you know what I mean? But just a little bit of the blueprint. And shout out to everybody that's been watching and supporting. That's all.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess we got to do like we got to get like a group picture, of course.
Oh yeah.
Lee,
Oh, yeah.
you got anything, man?
You gotta, in order to elevate, you gotta innovate.
Hey, period.
I'm gonna go on Google and find something to say
Say-
because I'm the only one.
Look, I got
Anyway.
something. I got something.
You got something? Go
I
ahead.
always say trust your journey. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Trust your journey.
Let's go.
I'm
That's
really
what's up.
like
That's what I'm
that.
talking
Young
about.
billionaires too.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
Ooh.
Young billionaires.
Billionaires,
I like that.
of course.
Yeah.
That's documented. Like
Mhm.
we got that on film way back then.
Okay.
But once again, on behalf of the Music Life and Love podcast, myself, M.Soto, Gillionaire, Leader Genius, Lanae Gray, it was a pleasure having you. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all subscribe, comment, like, send us any type of topics you want us to speak on. Music Life and Love 88@gmail.com. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back, and we out.
Music, life, love, love.